It had been a long and chaotic shift at Nando's for Mark. As a seasoned waiter, he was used to handling busy nights, but tonight was something else entirely. The restaurant was short-staffed, and a sudden influx of customers overwhelmed the already bustling establishment. Mark and his co-workers were running from table to table, trying to keep up with orders and ensure that everyone had a positive dining experience. Amidst the chaos, there was one particularly difficult customer who made things even more challenging. His impatience and rudeness were palpable, and despite Mark's best efforts to accommodate him, the customer's demeanor only grew more hostile. It was a relief when the customer finally left, but the damage had been done. Mark and his co-workers were left feeling drained and disheartened by the encounter. As the night wore on and the last customers finally left, Mark and his co-workers began the arduous task of closing up the restaurant. Exhausted but determined, they worked together to clean and prepare for the next day, hoping to put the stressful shift behind them. But even after the doors were locked and the lights were turned off, the events of the night continued to weigh heavily on Mark's mind. As he lay in bed, trying to relax and unwind, he found himself unable to shake the memories of the chaotic shift and the difficult customer. Eventually, sleep overtook him, and Mark drifted into a restless slumber. In his dream, he found himself back at Nando's, surrounded by the familiar sights and sounds of the restaurant. The atmosphere was tense, and Mark could feel the stress of the night weighing down on him once again. As he went about his duties, trying to keep up with the demands of the busy restaurant, Mark couldn't shake the feeling of unease that hung in the air. And then, just as in real life, the difficult customer appeared, his demeanor even more hostile than before. But this time, something was different. As Mark interacted with the customer, he suddenly became aware that he was dreaming. With this newfound awareness, he realized that he had the power to change the course of the dream, to rewrite the stressful narrative that had been playing out in his mind. Taking a deep breath, Mark made a bold decision. Instead of engaging with the difficult customer, he calmly excused himself and walked away. As he made his way through the restaurant, he felt a sense of liberation and relief wash over him. He knew that, even in the midst of chaos, he had the power to choose how he responded to difficult situations. And with that realization, Mark's dream began to shift. The atmosphere in the restaurant lightened, and the stress and tension melted away. In their place was a sense of peace and tranquility, as Mark navigated through the dream with a newfound sense of clarity and control. When he awoke the next morning, Mark felt refreshed and rejuvenated, ready to face whatever challenges the day might bring. The events of the dream lingered in his mind, serving as a reminder of the power of perspective and the importance of resilience in the face of adversity. As he headed back to Nando's for another day of work, Mark carried with him the lessons learned from his dream, knowing that no matter what challenges he might encounter, he had the strength and resilience to overcome them. And with that knowledge, he stepped confidently into the day ahead, ready to tackle whatever came his way.